How's it going? You're watching The Brick Cave, and today I'm reviewing the good old years awaited sequel to Borderlands 2. The pre-sequel. I don't know, it's a sequel. It's Borderlands 3, everybody. And this is going to be an honest review, with opinions. If I see anything I don't like, I ain't sugarcoating it. Getting no review on it. That said, let's get right into it. Borderlands 3 is the sequel to 2012's Borderlands 2 and the fourth main entry in the Borderlands series, released on PS4, Xbox One and the store that shall not be named. It's primarily a looter shooter. The game introduced 4 new playable characters: Captain Marvel, Big Ass Mech Lady, Token Irishman and Flatjacket. The plot I'm avoid talking about, so as not to spoil it, although I am going to say it's just as good as the other Borderlands games, if not better in my opinion. Fight me. The jokes still land perfectly well, however some of the scenes which are supposed to be comedic sometimes go on way too long to actually be funny and just end up being annoying, if I'm honest. I'll be scoring from a total out of 10 and then averaging after that to get a total overall score. Oh boy, the optimization, brace yourselves. The optimization is quite frankly abysmal, although once you do a ton of work to get it to work on a higher powered system, it runs pretty solid. For context, I'm on PC and I have a pretty beastly system. However, at launch I was getting easily a grand total of an amazing 43 FPS max on a 1080 Ti and 16-core CPU. So not great. After a great deal of rage, annoyance and frustration, I eventually found the issue. Apparently, the game insisted on running on only 2 CPU cores as standard, apparently a common issue with the Unreal Engine. So I had to unlock the cores in the command line arguments in the store that shall not be named, which allowed the game to use all my cores, which in turn allowed the game to then actually use 100% of my graphics card rather than only half of it, which was causing the frame drops. And then, to top it all off, I had to use DirectX 12 rather than DirectX 11, which increases the loading times hugely, as apparently on the Unreal Engine DirectX 11 does not allow for multi-core CPU usage, which is quite frankly a poor show, and all other games seem to manage multi-core processors just fine without having to change a load of external settings. In short, it's evident Gearbox didn't think about PC gamers with high-powered systems at all. Again, that being said, once I'd changed all the settings and done some basic coding, the game ran at a solid 90 to 110 FPS in Ultra, which actually pretty good. In short, if you're having frame rate issues, try enabling multi-core in the PC launcher and use DirectX 12. It resulted in a performance increase of between 109% and 180%, which quite frankly is insane. The gameplay, however, is very, very good. Gunplay is smooth and sometimes results in some amazing combos when playing with friends. Case in point, I'd shoot an enemy with a shotgun to launch them into the air, allowing my teammate to slam them out of the sky with a special move. It's insanely satisfying. The movement is also awesome, with the slide function being especially useful and climbing as well. Driving, however, is still just as clunky as ever, although I wouldn't call that a downside since it's pretty fun still. All in all, I'd give the playability 8 out of 10 and the optimization a 4 out of 10. Sorry if that's harsh, but I can't forgive so many issues with the performance, and it's probably down to the engine used if I'm honest. So this was going to be opinionated. Ugh, this is a tough one, but also a short one. In my honest opinion, not much has changed. However, the facial animations and cutscenes are way better, and the graphical fidelity is amazing, and dear God, the locations. The menus are also upgraded massively with a much better mini-map, and quite frankly, it's awesome. The only downside here is the graphics options, and only for 2 settings: Ultra and Badass. Badass literally does nothing. Why it's included is beyond me. Overall, I'd say this is easily a solid 8 out of 10 for graphics and a 7 out of 10 for performance, after all the changes I had to make.
Full disclosure, it is actually a bomb. It's a big bomb.
10 out of 10. So, averaging the scores on the doors, we come out with a total of 7.8 out of 10. Borderlands 3 is still a masterpiece, just like its predecessors, and an amazing game on its own, with the only downside being its piss-poor PC release and performance. Randy Pitchford, if you're watching, do better. The Gearbox team are amazing, let down by poor upper management. That's my 2 cents on the game. How about yours? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next review.